Hi, Kevin Blanch. I've been working on my one of my websites. It's called optionsandfutures101.com. If you guys watch my videos, you know I'm a finance guy. I've had two careers in my life: a plaster, cock and trowel, and a finance. That were my two careers correlated together. So what I'm going to do, I've been working on that site. About got a lot. In fact, it is done. What I'm going to do starting this week, every Monday, I'm going to put up my financial call on the markets every week. I worked as a semiconductor analyst. I was a arbitrage derivative specialist for years. I freelanced as a derivative trader for years and years and years. I managed an endowment. But anyway, my site goes more into futures and options and derivatives in the context of the history of them, different things. But my finance call is going to be correlated with the market and the overall economy as a whole. And I'm going to start doing this every Monday, throwing up individual trades. I'm going to throw up stocks that I like, how to trade them, not just buying and selling stocks, the overall global economy, how to use the derivative market to wealth protection is my forte, U.S. economic history. But I dug out my old class in '96. We were the #1 school business in the country that year. I found it, but I got thinking a lot about, everything's going on. I'm frustrated. We've all been frustrated. My plastering career business has gone to shit because, the price, the massive illegal immigration situation that won't be addressed. And, I've been frustrated. And then as a derivative trader, I've been replaced. I worked for hedge funds off and on for years. We've all been replaced by computers. Believe it or not, these greedy bastards have gotten rid of guys like me. They use computers. That's what's happened. We're no different than the rest of the world. Everybody thinks that Wall Street's all... the guys who own Wall Street, the top-notch guys, are a bunch of sickening greed freaks. It's true. But the working class that works among them, they've been obliterated like the rest of us. I lost my job, like I said, and I managed a certain endowment, and I was so mad about them selling out on the market. But anyway, so starting this week, Monday, I'm going to make my call. What stocks I like? Well, people that have been following me, I manage some people's money in this community, some wealth I have for years and years and years. My biggest thing over the last 10 years has been Philip Morris. I've been buying Philip Morris for years and years and years and years, for the dividend yield. I still like it. I still love it. And I know a lot of people say, well, there's a moral issue there. Yeah, there is, and I understand that. And I understand if you don't want to buy it because of those. I understand. Okay, my other one, I'm still all over Apple. I know it's 208. I've been buying it since 90. I've been all over it. I still love it. They're making so much money. I believe that they're going to split the company. I really do. It's going to come a time. There's going to be an antitrust issue. I think they'll split it into a bunch of different divisions. And it's going to be a mega home run. I'm still all over that. And just for the record, you people out there, since the day Barack Obama took office, the stock market's up 35%. You do know that. The stock market's been doing well, And then, that I've been negative on gold since June. People that go to my site. I started calling a top at 12.15, then again at 12.80. We hit 1,300. I still am. I still am going to short gold. I'm going to use the gold triple on the negative side. Now here, I'm going to give you guys a scenario. And this is more of the thing that I'm going to be into with my calls. Not buying and holding stocks. I've never been a buy and hold guy stock. I'm a derivative guy. I know derivatives got a bad name. Go to my site and you can understand the history of futures and derivatives. Futures have always been the thumbprint of America, the futures and options market. Steinbeck wrote about it in 1917 in East of Eden. Read about, McKay. It's a fact. It's part of our DNA. It's culture. It's like football in this country. It's everything. When people say, oh, God, derivatives, you get off in La-La-ville on that because some of the AIG bullshit that went on and the hedge funds that did what they did, they weren't hedge funds, please. True derivatives and true hedge funds. People are ignorant about it. You can go to my site and read about it and get more of a context. But when I'm going to give advice on trading, I'm going to get more advice on using derivatives and using the markets and some of these ETFs and these doubles and triples. Okay, for instance, gold. You can buy ETFs that are a double or a triple. Now, you people that don't know how those work, how they work is you buy the ETF that if gold goes up 10% and you're long on it, you make 30% or 20%, which you buy the triple or double. Vice versa on the downside. They're like a derivative, but they're an ETF. Okay, So a straddle is when you go half up, half down. A stride is 2 up, 1 down. A stripe is 2 down, 1 up. The variations thereof. And I'm going to show you guys how to use these things to do wealth protection. I'm a big wealth protection guy. I protect a lot of people's money. Two inherited wealth people in this town. I threw this hoe down to. They didn't lose any money. They actually made money. You know, it's a sophisticated, the market is a sophisticated place. And another thing, the reason I shot this right here, my old GM truck, I've been frustrated about America, very frustrated, like most Americans. I've been wiped out. My great big beautiful house gone. You know, I've went through really hard times. I broke my back. You know, I really ugly, nasty, freaking. You know, I've been frustrated economically. I've been frustrated sexually. Been frustrated freaking socially. Like most, I think most Americans, we've been kicked down. I'm no different. I've been kicked right down. But I've been thinking a lot the last few days. I've been thinking a lot about it. That's why I'm going to do this and start doing about money. I'm not giving up on America. I'm not. I'm not. I think about everybody that I was raised by. My father was a Marine, and you know, and I know it's easy to give up, you know, and you want to throw in the towel and stuff, but you know, like I said, if you knew my story, you know, my story is the American story. I've been crushed hard, like so many of you. Look, I'm on your side, and for years and years it went like this. As GM goes, the United States economy goes. Well, we knew what happened to GM crushed, and believe it or not, there's a certain guy named Barker in this town. He and I are friends. He's got a bunch of inherited wealth. Go talk to him about what I told him to do with GM 4 years ago. He was short on it the whole time. You could see the writing on the wall crumbling for a lot of different reasons. But it's true. As GM goes, you know, American goes. Kind of like Burns doing his documentary on baseball. You know, it's a reflection. Well, GM, you know, is doing an IPO. I'm not giving up on America, and I'm not giving up on GM. If people that know me know I'm one of these buy American nuts. I always have been. You go out to my house, I've never owned a foreign car in my entire life. I mean, I've got GM cars everywhere. That's why, you know, there's a whole field of broke down GM trucks I got out there. I still drive my 1960 Bel Air. I'm a buy American nut. I really am. I'm an old school, I'm an old school Democrat is what I would consider, but as far as politics go today, I don't know what I would be because I'm so disgusted with the whole situation. But I'm really a buy American guy, so I got thinking, I got a new grandbaby, a new granddaughter. So here's what I'm going to do. I thought about this. I'm going to put a little bit of money together, do what I can do, and when that IPO goes, I'm going to buy her some GM. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it because I believe in them, and I believe in this country still. I really do. And so I'm going to buy some because I think as it went, like we went, it's time to come back up. You know, I don't know if they'll do an online auction. I worked as an investment banker for a while. I was an investment banker for a long time. I worked on the 3Com Palm spin-out deal. That's a whole other nightmare. The market capitulated that day. Boy, could I tell stories about that. But anyway, I don't know if, you know, you'll be able to get it in the pre-market, the secondary market, or whatever. But I'm going to buy my, you know, she's a baby. I'm going to buy it, put it in an account, let her hold it. So that's, but my website is optionsandfutures101.com. Go to it. I'm going to put up a call every Monday from now on. The market's been strong as of late. You know, we've been kind of inflating a little bit. I'm really big about the dollar as correlating the economy. You know, the day we went into Iraq, you know, look it up what the dollar was against the euro. I'm really, really in depth when it comes to that. And I will discuss that, talk about, you know, the strength of your money via the dollar, via gold, via oil, via real estate, all of it. You know, like I said, I'm a wealth protection guy. So starting this week, like I said, I still love Apple. I still love Philip Morris. I'm playing some games with gold in the derivative market. You know, I'm going to get on the downside, but I've been buying IBM. Even been buying Microsoft for the dividend. They raised their dividend, and I think they're going to break that up. I think what the U.S. Justice Department wanted to do to them is what exactly they wish would have happened. I think they're going to divide up too at some point. But stay tuned. We'll see how we go. I'll give my opinion, and you can watch, and we'll see, you know, and I'll give you some advice on derivatives and how to use this and how to wealth protect it. You know, you can lock up 6% on some of these high dividend yield stocks right now by rolling the put underneath it. You can guarantee it. I mean, that's a fact. I'll show you how to do it. That's no bullshit. You can guarantee about 6% right now. The big wealth in this country knows how to do it. High dividend yield stock, roll the freaking derivative underneath it for the insurance policy. That's what I'm all about. Stay tuned, Kevin Blanch.